Next, we will consider mechanical construction of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, where a is greater than b. That means a dash is the major axis and this is the minor axis. Now here you see, from the equation of the ellipse we are getting that y square by b square is equal to 1 minus x square by a square. Y square is equal to b square by a square into a square minus x square. So finally we are getting that y is equal to plus minus b by a into root over of a square minus x square. So for y to be real, the quantity under the square root of sign must be greater than equal to 0. That means for y to be real, here the required condition is a square minus x square must be greater than equal to 0. That implies that x square is less than equal to a square and mod x whole square is less than equal to a square, because mod x whole square is always equal to x square. So since mod x is less than equal to a, so since here you are getting that mod x is less than equal to a, so that implies that x must be greater than equal to minus a less than equal to plus a. So here you see that for a, when x is equal to plus minus a, when x is equal to plus minus a, we are getting y is equal to 0. So the coordinates of the point a is a0 and a dash is minus a0, because for x is equal to plus minus a, we are getting y is equal to 0. Now for every value, that means there will be no part of the curve will be lying to the left side of a dash and to the right side of a. The entire part of the curve ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 must be lying in between minus a and plus a. So for every value of x belongs to the open interval of minus a plus a, we will be getting two values of y which are equal in magnitude and opposite in sign because of this plus minus sign. So for each and every value of x greater than minus a and less than plus a, always there will be two values of y. So that means if you take, when you take x is equal to a, at that time you will be getting two values of y. One is your b square by a, another is your minus b square by a, those which are equal in magnitude and opposite in sign. That means this curve must be symmetrical about the x-axis. Why? Because for every value of x lying in between minus a and plus a, always there will be two values of y which are equal in magnitude and opposite in sign. That's why I have told you that LS L dash is twice of LS. That means this curve must be symmetrical about the x-axis. So this is the mechanical construction of the curve x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, where a is greater than b. Again here you see that from the equation of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, we can have that x is equal to plus minus a by b in the square root of b square minus y square. From the equation of the ellipse we are getting this thing. Now again I can say for x to be real, the quantity under the square root of sign, that means your b square minus y square should be greater than equal to 0, which implies that y must be greater than equal to minus b and less than equal to plus b. So for y is equal to plus minus b, we are getting that x is equal to 0. That means here you see that when you take y is equal to b, we are getting that x is equal to 0. That means this curve is intersecting the line x is equal to 0, means y-axis at the point 0b and 0 minus b. So again here you see that for all values of y belongs to the open interval of minus b plus b. For every value of y lying in between minus b and plus b, there will be two values of x which are equal in magnitude, opposite in sign. That means here if you take any value of y, then you will be getting two values of x which are equal in magnitude, opposite in sign. That means again I can say that this ellipse is also symmetrical about the y-axis. It must be symmetrical about the y-axis because the reason is that for every value of y lying in between minus b and plus b, for every value of y we are getting two values of x which are equal in magnitude and opposite in sign, for which this curve is symmetrical about the x-axis. It is also symmetrical about the y-axis and as well as x-axis. So this is the mechanical construction of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, where a is greater than b. So next we will consider the standard form of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, where b is greater than a. b is greater than a. That means here your 2b is the major axis and 2a is the minor axis. So here b is greater than means b dash is the major axis, a dash is the minor axis. So length of the major axis is, length of the minor axis is 2a and length of the major axis is 2b. So here similarly C is the center, that is 0, 0. What are the coordinates of the vertices? Vertices 1 vertex is your 0, b and another vertex is 0 minus b, because here the length of the major axis is 2b. So one endpoint is 0b, another endpoint is 0 minus b. Again the minor axis length is 2a, so this point is a0, this point is minus a0. So here you see that first point center is 0, 0. Vertices, that is the endpoints of the major axis, which is 0 plus minus b. Next three endpoints of the minor axis endpoints are a0 and minus a0, so plus minus a0. So when b is greater than a, we will find out what are the coordinates of the foci. When a is greater than b, foci are plus minus ae0. When a is greater than b, so since here b is greater than a, so what are the coordinates of the foci? The foci is 0 plus minus b, that means s point is 0 be, s dash point is 0 minus be. So you remember that the coordinates of the foci are 0 plus minus be. So next we will find out that what is the length of the lateral sectum of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, where b is greater than a. So in that case, in the previous case, we know that the length of the lateral sectum, it was 2b square by a. So here where a is the major axis and b is the minor axis, but here b is greater than a, so the length of the lateral sectum will be 2a square by b. That means L dash, its length is equal to 2a square by b, and L dash is twice of Ls. That means x coordinate of this point, s coordinates of this point is a square by b, and what will the y coordinate means this distance, that is be. So length of the lateral sectum is 2a square by b. Endpoints of the lateral recta, it is a square by be. It is minus a square by b, be. And another endpoints of the lateral sectum r dash is this point is your a square by b minus be. and this point is minus a square by b minus be. So we are saying that endpoints of the letter recta are plus minus a square by b plus minus be. Again we will find out that what is the equation of the lattice rectum. Lateral recta. So it is one lattice rectum and it is another lattice rectum. These two lattice rectum are similarly parallel to x-axis and cutting y-axis at a distance be from the origin. So what will the equation of this lattice rectum? It is y is equal to be, it is y is equal to minus b. So we are saying that y is equal to plus minus be. That is the equation of the lateral recta. Next we will find out that what is the equation of the directrices. Now similarly again these two directrices are parallel to x-axis and cutting y-axis at a distance b by e from the origin. So what will the equation of this line? Y is equal to plus b by e, and its equation is y is equal to minus b by e. So equation of the directrices are y is equal to plus minus b by e. Lastly, eccentricity is always obtained from the equation. We know that eccentricity is given by the equation square root of 1 minus semi-minor axis by semi-major axis whole square. So semi-minor axis is A, semi-major axis is B. So it is E is nothing but here E is given by the equation that E is equal to square root of 1 minus A by B whole square. So in this case when B is greater than A, you have to remember all these 9 points. That's all.